I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Capricorn moons. How are you, Capricorn moons? It's good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Oh. There we go. So as I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths. Oh my gosh. To calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. Get relaxed, get comfy. We'll see what's going on with you guys as we're finishing up the month of February. Oh, yours keep just popping out like that today, huh? Did you hear that? That just made a little popping noise. What is this popping energy? I don't know. Oh my gosh, okay. There we go. All right, one more. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your cards. So for the Oracle card, you probably saw half of these already. For your Oracle card, we have Vitality with Taurus and the water element. And for your tarot cards, we have King of Pentacles, the Lovers, Eight of Swords reversed, King of Athames, aka King of Swords, the Horned God reversed, aka the Emperor reversed, and lastly, Nine of Chalices, aka Nine of Cups. We have a visitor. Everybody say hi to Halen, my kitty cat. So I think a big theme of what we're going to be talking about today is balance and duality. Start here with this Lover's card because it is probably the most misunderstood card in tarot. So I want to just explain it really quickly so we're all on the same page. The Lovers, just like everything else in tarot, are a symbol. So just like how with the Death card, we're not necessarily talking about a literal death, right? The death represents transformation. Same with the Lovers. We're not necessarily talking about a couple or people who are in love or soulmates or anything like that. We're talking about what the Lovers represent as a symbol. And in this case, with the Lovers, they are a couple consisting of a man and a woman, which represents two opposite energies, two maybe even opposing energies, right? Two different things. So to make their partnership work in the best possible way, it's really important that they bring out each other's strengths and are able to work within their weaknesses, right? Being able to complement each other and balance each other out so that they can work as harmoniously together as possible, even though they are different, right? And they bring two different dynamics to the table. And it's not about hiding those weaknesses or bad things or differences, right? It's about seeing them fully and completely and working with that, right? Respecting both. And in this case, we're using the masculine and the feminine energy, right, as an example. Not demonizing one or the other. We're not putting one or the other above or below one or the other, right? We're working with both of them in their completeness. So I wanted to really spell all of that out because I think that's, in this reading, we're talking about balancing this King of Pentacles and King of Swords energy. And I wouldn't call them opposites, but they are two very different. The energies of Swords and Pentacles are quite different. Swords is associated with the air element, which is all about the mind, clarity, kind of sharp, direct, fast energy. And when I personally say King of Swords, and the work I've done with this card in my personal practice, it's about doing things, right? Being logical, putting your emotions aside and just doing what it is that needs to be done at any given time, right? Because ideally, we want to do things on our own time, at our own pace, but sometimes it really just is in our best interest to do things regardless of how we feel, right? And that doesn't mean throwing away how you feel completely, right? It just means to put that to the side and deal with that later. But for now, these things just need to get done, right? Like going to work. Going to work when you're having a bad mental health day, right? It doesn't mean you need to just pretend like you don't have problems going on or that you are emotionless and a robot, right? No, you put it to the side, you go to work because you have to, unfortunately, you have to. And then later when you have time, revisit and then pay more attention to those emotions, right? So that's the energy that King of Swords brings. So we want to balance that with this King of Pentacles energy, which is a lot more comfortable. It's much softer than that Swords energy. Pentacles is associated with the earth element, which is about very grounded energy. It's much slower than Swords. I would say it's the slowest of all of the suits. It's very down to earth. It's very slow and steady wins the race. And it's also very abundant, right? When we're talking about pentacles, we're talking about material things. So a lot of times that manifests as resources, money, health, things like that, abundance. And with King of Pentacles, he's somebody who is very successful, right? Kings are, they represent a mastery of something. So King of Pentacles is someone who is, is very abundant, has all of his wants and needs met. But one particular thing I like about King of Pentacles is that he is very generous. He is a very benevolent king, right? He has all of this wealth and he gives, right? He still, very important note, he still makes sure that all of his wants and needs are met, right? He doesn't deny himself anything, with the stuff he's worked to build, to bring in, but he still gives as much as he can. And he gives without the expectation of people giving back to him, right? He gives because he has excess. He gives because he wants the best for other people, and that's it, right? No hidden agenda, nothing like that. So, given these very long, drawn-out explanations of these cards, you can see they have quite a few differences, but also quite a few similarities. And I am explaining these so much because I think these are two concepts that I think you could use more balance with. We have the Emperor reversed, which to me is a lot. It mainly represents a unnecessary need for control, trying to dominate. The Emperor is associated with Aries, right? It's usually it's trying to control things that you can't control. So that's why, rather than having that over-the-top need for control, it'll be much more beneficial to you to just work with these energies and try and balance them out, right? There's a time for, enjoying the luxuries of life and indulging and all of that good, comfortable stuff. And there's a time for doing. And one is not better than the other. They are both equally necessary and equally important, right? So I think I want to leave off over here by giving you some compliments. Eight of Swords reversed. I love seeing Eight of Swords reversed. Eight of Swords itself, upright, is about self-victimization, being in a difficult spot, but just kind of caring and relying a little bit too much on getting pity, right? And kind of showing everybody, oh, look at the situation I'm in. It's so horrible. Oh, look what this person did to me. Oh my gosh, So Eight of Swords reversed is saying, okay, I'm in this tough spot, whether I put myself here or somebody else put me here, whatever, that we're past that, the best thing I can do right now, the only real thing I can really do to improve this is to get myself up and get myself out of these things, right? Get myself out of this situation. I am the only one who can help me right now. At the end of the day, right? I'm the only one, or maybe even going back to this Emperor card, right? The only person I can control is myself. At the end of the day, I can only control myself. And nobody has more control over me than me. And I need to take full advantage of that, right? So I see you doing the work, Capricorn moons. I love to see it. Love to see Eight of Swords reverse. Good for you. And then Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups very much goes hand in hand with this King of Pentacles, right? That makes me think of this, living in luxury, living with all of the comforts that you need, right? That's very Nine of Cups. So I really, really encourage you to lean into that. Again, that is just as important, equally important as this King of Swords, right? Of doing the nitty-gritty, doing the difficult stuff, right? But you're also allowed to enjoy the process. You're also not even just allowed to, it's necessary that you still find those little comforts, that you still enjoy what it is that you have, that you're grateful and that you indulge and that you give when you can to others as well. Not to deplete yourself, but because that makes everybody feel better, right? Including you. Okay, actually, I am going to leave you on one last little thing here with this Vitality card. this card is basically just a breath of fresh air. I feel like maybe you could use a breath of fresh air. But again, it's really important that you're just looking at these things through whatever it is you're going through, dealing with right now, looking at it through a different perspective. That's why I really wanted to get into the nitty-gritty of all of this and really maybe even over-explain it, right? Because I feel like looking at your situation through this different perspective could be beneficial, right? Which I don't know what the situation is. Otherwise, I'd be a little more specific. This is a general reading, right? But I hope that helps. If you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. On the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reverse meaning, as well as any symbolism within the cards. So if you'd like a little more information about any of them, or if you're feeling particularly drawn to them, any of them, highly recommend you go check that out. But Capricorn moons, I do really feel like you're doing the work here. Eight of Swords is a very big indicator of that. But also, we're talking about some very big energy here, right? With King of Pentacles and King of Swords. I'm going to say it one more time because it is not said enough in the world. And I feel like if nothing else, my life's purpose is to tell people that resting and enjoying yourself and enjoying your life, the people around you, the things around you, is very, 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 very necessary. And I hope that if you don't understand that now, then with time you can come to see that. It is just as important as doing this more difficult King of Swords stuff. So that said, I'm sending you lots of good vibes and wishing you lots of time to rest and see and enjoy the beauty in the world. And I'm sending you all of the strength to do that because it is hard. I know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!